Last minute replacement here. The newcomer, the Slice, Superstar, Saul Esparza. Originally not scheduled to be here. This is supposed to be John versus Heel Eater, but due to
already starting with a slight.
making an impact here, but it looks like Eel's is gonna say some things.
For those of you in the know, some of you may not be real wrestling fans. Saul and I are part of one of the greatest groups in professional wrestling, the Goons, Trade. Now, I love each and every single one of my Goons, and that includes Saul. That's right, Saul. You know, I love you. Come on. I love Saul. Friendship. I love Lab. There are no Goons here at Lab, because Lab is mine. So I'm sorry, Saul. I'm so sorry.
And legit perfect Perkins taking advantage of this newcomer, this somebody who was filling in for MV, as he said. Eel was in this goon squad. There's no goons here. He sucks him in, and then Perkins does that. I mean, come on.
Turns out Perkins is not only heavy-handed, but also heavy-footed.
I mean, that's. I mean, the Spice making his debut in the Lab. He's here. He's taking on legit perfect Perkins in place of MV. Like, everything's against this young competitor here, and then you have to go and do something like that. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, this. Come on.
Barely breaking a sweat to throw Saul across the ring.
And you hear Eel O'Neill crowing over everything going on here. Eel walking by us saying that this is his lab.
Saul spitting gum at LTV.
The beautiful overhand shot from his knees. Perkins letting him get up. At what cost, though? At what cost?
Perkins asking for more.
Yeah, Saul, don't be baited into their game, buddy. I mean, I know you want to make an impression, but not an impression on the mat. Don't let them make you. Saul, you gotta play your game. Don't play their game. Don't play their game. Eel just here, jaw-jacking with everybody from the fans, camera crew. I mean, this is. I don't want to say it's not fair, because anybody can beat anybody at all times. But Saul wasn't prepared for Perkins in any shape, form, or fashion. This is a young man who's trying to get a foot into the Lab, and look at this. The Spice heating up. He's not taking Perkins lightly. He wants to make an impression, and he wants to make sure that he gets more Lab opportunities. Went for that dragon screw, and Perkins just stomped his mat down like a root. Charles, what would you do?
If I were in Saul's position,
Yes.
I would try and bring this match to my hand.
Here goes Saul, clambering up the top. Let's see what he's gonna do. But Perkins right there to meet him. You hear the fans behind him. You hear them all starting to cheer for Saul, trying to get him up. Beautiful missile drop kick. He almost touched the ceiling.
Truly hitting legit perfect Perkins. Showing that he has the strength to take on such a tall, powerful force.
You hear Eel getting upset. Eel's getting mad. Saul's taking it to him. He wants all the beef, and no one can handle this man's Spice. Let's see what he can do.
Saul.
I mean, Saul has experience in Fight Club Pro, SWO, EWA, Flying V. I mean, all the experience in the world right now he's got to put and use and get get something done against legit perfect Perkins. Picks him up like he's nothing, but Saul was able to kick out of it. Great job by this newcomer, the Spice. The Spice really working, trying to drive the elbows down to legit perfect Perkins. Great job.
Very well done.
I think that was it. That's the Better Call Saul. The Better Call Saul will be louder, and he goes right into a submission. We can see a major upset here, Charles.
Yes, and Saul is showing that he has the capacity to stand up to someone with legit person. The toughness, the bravery, the thought process.
And look, transitioning to a label lock, using his boot as added leverage, scraping the laces. Charles, we might see the first upset win of Saul here at Wrestler's Laboratory.
I cannot help but commend Saul right now. Really coming into his own right here.
These Lab Faithful are behind him. The boys in the back are behind him, but at what cost?
Come on, Saul!
You can still hear the crowd here behind Saul, trying to motivate him to get back onto legit perfect Perkins. I mean, we all wanted to get that W. Everybody wants to win here, but at what cost?
Oh, pretty nasty strike to the face by legit perfect Perkins.
Hey, Perkins, you suck!
Neil O'Neal jaw-jacking with the fans here.
The fans do not seem to be on legit Perkins' side right now.
And look, Saul catches him in the front headlock, driving the knees. He is that techie. He is a scrappy guy. Beautiful half suplex into the corner. This is the time. This is the opportunity. The crowd's behind him. Pulls him out of the corner.
Saul needed to get legit perfect Perkins further into the ring. Those long legs reaching for that rope. These two fighters have been putting it all out there.
To give Saul credit where credit's due, that guy kept Perkins in there. He threw him in the corner, and Perkins is now only starting to stare. Let's see what Saul has in here. You know, the master of all things Spice, that Spice Rack man. Let's see what he can do. Not giving any separation. Well, maybe some separation would have saved him there. But look at this, he won't stay down. No matter how hard he gets hit, he keeps getting up.
Just barreling those arms right into Saul. Saul using that fury to fuel him.
Look at him go. Ripping wrist tape off. Won't be denied. With a straight right hand, right to the jaw is all that it took.
It was a nasty strike.
Sometimes I don't understand Perkins.
Neil O'Neal. And look at those Hindu squat thrusts by Perkins, just getting himself a pump. And he picks him up for that gut wrench. And Saul gets out of it.
Saul going for a submission hold.
That's an octopus hold on that big tree-like man. The crowd chanting for him to get a tap-out victory over Perkins as he's getting him down.
That was a beautiful octopus.
Is Perkins going to tap? You might be able to see better than I can. Is it truly locked in?
It seems to be locked in, but Perkins is holding strong, holding fast. Ooh.
And working on him, elbowing the side of his face, cross-facing, really trying to lock that octopus hold in. Saul couldn't maintain the advantage as Perkins counters him out.
Oh,
beautiful gut wrench spin out bomb there. I believe we would call that legitly perfect power bomb.
It was legit, and it was perfect. And it seems to have done in Saul for a moment.
I think legit perfect Perkins might have taken Saul quite lightly.
Is that perfect? No! No!
Asking the crowd if it's perfect. He's not going to get any adulation from these people. After the way the match started, after their behavior. And he's not satisfied with pinning the man. He's got to make him tap out to the horse collar submission. This stud, this Clydesdale, just walking around with Saul over his neck. And there it is. That's the tap out victory right there. But he wouldn't let him go. Heel and Saul were Perkins to impress. And this is how he treats us again. It's all about business.
Say, legit perfect Perkins and Heel O'Neal are not a duo I would wish the best with. Ref Nick checking on Saul to make sure that he can rise.
As much as it wasn't everyone's favorite, that was legitimately perfect.
Like it or not, we have to admit that to be true.